okay, maybe this is just for me and not anyone else, but hopefully it is for somebody else. So let me just say that I just like ugly cried. Um, Not for anything bad, but just for some great things. I was just sitting here having a conversation with my son and my husband in regards to, how God just can move and how he does things. And one of the messages that I received today is you got to fully surrender. You can't be warm. You know what I'm saying? You either hot or you cold. You got to be with God or you not with him. You can't be halfway in and halfway out. You just got to walk with him in its entirety. Another thing that came to me is God says, we get in the business of always asking for more. But what are we giving God in exchange? Has it that God already given us what we asked for, but we haven't done our part? And that's the reason why we are not seeing or enjoying what it is that we're asking for? Is it that you're asking God to give you more in a place that he says you no longer should be at? Is it that you haven't made room for what it is that you're asking God for? My very first message, I said, remove the junk and make room for your blessings. But I also didn't tell you about the importance of after you remove the junk and you make room, make sure that you are also doing your part. Make sure that you're doing your part, whatever that may be. Whether it's to spending more time with God, praying and reading the word, helping thy neighbor, make sure that you're doing your part too. See, a lot of us want more in the situation that we in, not realizing that there's no more room in that place. So God needs you to want to get out of that place so that he can give you more. He needs you to stretch. He needs you to move. He needs you to believe. Some of us get more and we hold on to everything it is that we got because we are fearful that it's going to run out. So once again, you ain't walking with faith. You're walking with fear. God said that we should not be fearful. He said we should be fearless and that our faith should speak volumes and that we should hold on to our faith, whether we in the valley or the mountaintop. So instead of trying to squeeze on to what you already have and saying, I'm going to hold on to this so it doesn't run out, expand, grow, invest, do what it is that you are supposed to do so that you can have more. Man, listen, God is good. Not some of the time, but all the time. God requires things of us, just like we require things of him. But one thing I want to let you know is that God is not in debt with us. We are in debt to God. We could never amount to what God has done and what God can do for us. Do y'all not understand that he gave his only son so that we can have life and have life more abundantly? That he gets and he's on his job each and every day. And how I know that is because we have been woken up. We can breathe. We have homes. We have food. We have cars. We have life. And because you got life, that means that God did not forget about you. That means that God was not late to his job. He was on time. Because whether you woke up at 1 o'clock this morning or 6 o'clock this morning or 7 o'clock this morning, you woke up. So that means that our Father was on the clock. He's on the clock 24/7, 365. So no matter where you at in the world, you can call on God. You can rely on God. Listen, I get on here and I tell y'all about how good God is. And I don't tell you how good God is based off of somebody else's experiences. I tell you how good God is based off of my own experiences, based off of what I go through on a daily basis. I tell you what I see has worked for me. I tell you what he has downloaded into me to give to you. So listen, if you don't like me, let that part go. Listen to the message and use the message how you may choose to. God said, man, he said the enemy may come at you one way, but he must flee 7 different ways. God said that although the weapon may form, it shall not prosper. God said he went through the fire, but he didn't get burned, nor did he come out smelling like smoke. Those are all miraculous statements. So if he can do that, what makes you think he can't do whatever you need him to do with whatever problem that you have? But do you got a problem? Or do you have a lack of obedience? Is your lack of obedience causing you to be in a place that seems like it's a problem? When the only thing God is saying, be obedient. Listen, my child, and I will promote you. I will move you. I will open the door. I will open the windows of heaven and pour blessings more than you can receive. See, some of us don't want to do that. We want to stay in our comfort zone, and we want to tell God to come where we at. When God is saying, I'm trying to take you higher. I'm trying to give you better. I don't know, y'all. On a Friday afternoon, this man got me in here straight ugly, crying. And one of the things that I got is surrender. Don't just say, I did enough. Say, I did everything you wanted me to do. I spoke how you wanted me to speak, Lord. I showed up when you told me to show up, Lord. I shut up when you told me to shut up, Lord. I spoke when you told me to speak, Lord. Just surrender. Just believe. Just keep pushing. Because God is good all the time. And it's not what we need God to do. It's what we need to do. We need to be more disciplined. We need to be obedient. Man, that's all I got, y'all. This ain't even until next time inspired by Shell. This is, I did what you asked me to do, God. Have a good Friday.